My name is Michael Micholic. I'm a senior brand manager and I work at the Montpellier studio on Rayman Origins.
Okay. Could you tell us a bit about the story of the game?
Yeah, sure. So basically, we enter the Glade of Dreams, and there's a rift going on. There is the creator of the world called the Bubble Dreamer, and basically the whole world is created by him. And when he has happy dreams, all these happy, bright-colored characters come in the world and everything's great. When he has bad dreams, you see some of the kind of ugly, spiky, kind of evil creatures being created. Now what they usually do is just stick all those bad guys under the ground and kind of forget about them. But the Bubble Dreamer's been having more and more bad dreams lately, so they're starting to kind of get a little upset with all the happiness up above the ground, and so they decide to have an uprising and sort of a revolution, and they come up through the ground and start to take over the world. So Rayman is sent in along with Globox and the teensies to kind of restore order and save the world. So it's like a Rayman game. It's a platformer at heart, but we put a lot of twists on it. So first of all, we introduce a lot of beat 'em up style of gameplay, because you can beat up your own friends, slap each other, beat up the enemy. So that's a new twist to it. Plus, when you transition from world to world, you actually play like a shoot 'em up style game. So there's traditional platforming, but then there's the beat 'em up, the shooting, and then we mix in all kinds of different abilities and kind of gameplay scenarios that make platforming a little bit different than usually. You can do everything you can do in co-op or single player, but in single player it's harder, because basically in co-op you've got your friends. As long as one person stays alive, then you can kind of bring your friends back to life. So it's definitely more fun, I think, playing with friends, because I don't know, as we were just playing, we were hitting each other around, knocking each other off things. It's fun, but the single player is a real good challenge for hardcore gamers, and I think it's a cool experience as well. Well, he was in hiding along with like Elvis. They were in some island in the Caribbean, just hanging out, trying to lay low. Really what it came down to was Michel and the team were working on creating a brand new engine, and they really wanted to figure out a way to take hand-drawn art and put it into a game and animate it. A lot of times you see concept art for traditional 3D games, and you're like, oh wow, that's really cool art, but it looks nothing like the final game. And so what he really wanted to do was say, how can I take that art and actually put it in a game? And so they worked a long time on this engine. And when it finally came together, he realized this was the time for Rayman to come back. What he saw he could do with the 2D artwork and the depth of animation and the depth of backgrounds and everything, it just was like, kind of just came to him like, okay, now's the time for Rayman. And so then we started working. I think it comes back to the engine. Basically, when they were putting together the engine, the focus was actually to create 2D game and incorporate that sort of hand-drawn artwork into it. So the intention from the beginning was 2D. I think basically when you think of it, there's something really natural and nostalgic about a platformer being 2D. You saw Mario do it, you saw Donkey Kong do it too. It's a similar thing. It just feels like a natural fit for that style of gameplay. So Rayman, basically what we realized we could do is take the heart of what the old game was, the original Rayman, but then put it in this like HD, beautiful graphics, and get all the music that we wanted, and really just kind of take it to the next level. But like you said, going back to the roots, in the heart, Rayman's a 2D platformer. So I don't even think we've thought about 3D games, but when we're working on this technology and trying to bring the art aspect into it, it just made sense to go 2D. This is a game for everyone, like you can go play your shooters and you can go have all that, but you're also going to want this too. This feels like kind of a refreshing, different take. It's back to, like you said, back to roots. It's like a game that anyone picks up and is like, oh yeah, you just instantly know how to play it. And honestly, like, we think this is a great Christmas gift. This is a great gift for kids. It's a great family game. I mean, while everybody's got time off over the holidays, why not like get the whole family, 4 people together, and kind of get rowdy in a living room playing Rayman? First of all, as I explained with the game, in a Rayman game, you play through a world, get an ability, play through the next world, get an ability, play through the third. You play through a world, get an ability. Then you go back, and play those environments, but with new maps in those environments. So that format does not work for XBLA PSM, because basically you play through, get an ability, but then what? Then like you have to keep downloading 10 different games, so that could be like over $100 or $150 if like that's the format that it went. So we started coming up with so many ideas and so many things we wanted to do, and plus to go back with that sort of game model of get an ability, go back and play. It just didn't work for the XBLA PSM model anymore. So as you'll see, the game's got 60 plus levels. It's probably over 20 hours of gameplay. So it's not really, it's really expanded a lot more than what we originally thought it would be.